Hello, 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 Pisces. How are you guys doing today? Welcome, welcome. Just getting started here. And I don't know if anybody will come on, but I just want to say for those of you that are actually watching this on the replay, I apologize that your Pisces reading this week is so late. It's 2 days late. I usually have, for those that are brand new, I do this weekly, so and they're live, so people can come on and ask questions or say hello, tell me where they're from. But this week we have fires in Oregon, and so for 2 days we were busy getting packed and ready to go for evacuations, watching the evacuation maps. And concerns of that. So I do have friends and horse friends and everything that are actually evacuated in the fire. One of the fires is 75% contained. The other one is nothing. So we're all packed just in case. So I apologize this is late. But the good thing about that is that tomorrow is the 14th. So this is really close. The energies are really close. And so this will be a really good reading for you guys. The other thing to remember is that the new moon is on the 17th, so we have to sort of keep those energies in mind. And then we also have the retrograde going on, the Mars retrograde going on. And Mars retrograde, I'm going to move this back just a little bit, give me more room. The Mars retrograde is full of conflict. Mars retrograde is full of not only conflict, but anger, violence. A lot of it is verbal. So, and that, if you haven't watched the Mars retrograde reading, please go ahead and do that because it will give you some tools, because this is going to last until November 13th and beyond. Even though the retrograde stopped, this uncertainty and this bickering and everything is going to keep going. So remember to be mindful about your words, I guess, is what I'm going to say. So with that, let's get our energies going. Let's get the 14th through the 20th. And Pisces, let's see what is going on for you guys. Hopefully the energies will... Now, just remember, too, the opposing planet to Mars right now is Saturn. Saturn is a softer planet and is more of like, okay, so Mars is like, I want to fight, I want to do this. And Saturn's like, mellow out. It's going to be okay. That kind of attitude. So that's actually going to be an interesting contrast. I've already seen it. 9/8, September 8th, September 7th, 8th, Mars was slowly coming in. And that's when the fires kicked up. And on the 9th, when the retrograde started, kaboom, everything went crazy. So wherever you're at in the world, it definitely went crazy on the 9th when Mars came in. So we have cleaning house is our first oracle out. Cleaning house could actually be something to do with your physical house. Maybe you're getting ready to move. Could also be with, getting all the clutter out. We're going into the new moon. It's time for releasing and getting things out in the third quarter, planting that seed. Could be that. Also could be cleaning house in your life. So we'll find out in the cards which one that is or what it's about. But a lot of the times we need to clean our own house before we try to clean somebody else's house. Sometimes that's what that means. And then we also have the protecting treasure. Protecting treasure would be self, your heart, guarding your heart, making sure that you are looking at the facts, as in Mars is talking about, looking at the facts and not just the fiction. Because when Mars is here, and also too, just so you know ahead of time, I'll mention this later, but I'm doing the mid-month Mars retrograde and the new moon tomorrow. I think it's on the 14th. So if you're not subscribed and you want to watch, hit the subscribe button, the bell, and that'll tell you when I'm on live so that you won't miss it. But the thing is that we are needing to protect our hearts. We're needing, with Mars retrograde, needing to look at the facts, not the fiction. We need to look at the truth and not the fantasy, those kind of things. So those are really, really important. And I can see these two playing together. If we're working on cleaning our house, our mental house, our emotional house, ourselves. Oops, let me do that over there. If we're doing that, then I could see protecting our heart. Protecting treasure. Earthly treasures, that's usually not what we're talking about. And 10, 12, hang on a second, 12. So that's 3, 7, 8, 9, 10. We have completion and 3, which is an opening. So I'm looking at numerology on these two cards. So we have 37 and 39. Okay, so the set 37 would mean 10, and 17, yeah, 10 and 12. So 12 and 12 would be 3. So 3 is a new beginning. It's also an awakening of something. So something new is coming up for the heart. Something is new coming up. So this might be some time to really, well, not due diligent. What do you call that? You want to be protective of your heart. You want to make sure you're asking the right questions. You're making sure that you are analyzing before you jump in with 2 feet. Does that make sense? Hopefully that does. And so if it doesn't make sense, let me know in the chat and I'll explain more. And if you are on and you want to come in and say hello and tell me where you're from, that's great too. If you want to subscribe, hit the bell and you'll know when I'm on live. But you can ask questions and you can also say hello and tell me where you're from. I love that. So let's get started here. So we do want to protect the heart. We do want to clean the house. We've got the Ace of Pentacles upside down and in reverse, if you want to call it in reverse. Ace of Pentacles in reverse. So no, something's not being offered for. Okay, I think I know how this is going to go. So let me see if I'm right first before I even go there. So Ace of Pentacles in the upright is there's a new opening, there's a new offering. I think that's being held back, although Protective Treasure is saying that there's an awakening. So something is sort of like you're going to notice something is going to be noticeable. So like when I was awoke to a lot of my abilities, they didn't all come at once, and some of them came in together. So it was like, okay, then one was really not very noticeable because it came in very sliding in kind of way. And I was like, oh yeah, I guess I do that. But then there's some of them that are just like right in your face. So it's very interesting. Okay, so we have the sun. The sun is all about newness again, but it's also a playful energy, an innocent energy, a new sort of young kind of energy, one that has sort of that innocence to it kind of thing. So we'll see where that's going. Okay, so some male or female that's coming into your life that is younger, playful, sometimes a little bit too immature though. I don't know if that resonates with anybody, but it's almost like you're going to get bored of that because you're more mature than that. And so it's like, okay, it's fun for a while kind of thing. And then it's like, okay, you know what? It's getting boring. Can you grow up kind of thing? It's okay once in a while, but not all the time. So we have the Seven of Pentacles. What are we doing with the Pentacles here? So, okay. Seven of Pentacles is sort of like, yeah, I see 2 energies here, 2 energies. So this playful energy is one person, and then this person is more serious, more like, you know, I've worked really hard, I've gotten to this point, I'm you know, starting to reap the rewards of it. And this one here, whoops, I do this backwards all the time. This is just me. I'm old. But this one here is not taking you seriously. It's like, okay, whatever. You know, it's not that big of a deal. What they don't understand is how much blood, sweat, and tears you put into whatever this is that you're working on. And they're just sort of like, yeah, well, that's okay. And it's like, no, it's not okay. I worked my butt off for that. You know, that kind of thing. That kind of energy. I've got 2 energies here. I don't know if they're male or female. I don't know, you know, what that is, but you can ask a question and I'll answer it at the end if you'd like. Yeah, but I don't do a full reading while I'm doing the monthly or the weekly. But you definitely can ask a question and I'll answer it at the end if you'd like. So these 2 energies are definitely, yeah. So this person is very much more wise. This person is much more structured, more educated in as far as you know, like say one knows more business more than the other, and then the other one is more playful, and it's like, oh yeah, let's just go travel, let's go do this, and it's like, I can't do that, you know, I've got responsibilities, I've got things to do, I've got things that I need to have to, you know, take care of. And this one person here, I don't know who's this is, I got two different people going on here, and so this person is just like, laugh, don't worry about it, it'll be there when you get back. So it's really frustrating. It's beginning to really frustrate you. And this is where the heart comes in. This is where protecting your heart comes in, because this won't last if you don't get it communicated. And in Mars, this is really a Mars retrograde. It's really time to communicate, but you got to be careful, because if you don't communicate properly, it's going to be like this, because Mars is all about fighting. Mars is all about conflict. Mars is all about getting somebody angry, and they're happy that that happens. It's sort of like the devil and the good, you know, the good angel and the bad angel kind of thing. That's what's going on here in Mars. But this isn't a bad relationship. It's just one is growing, the other one is just not ready to mature kind of thing. And they're younger. I don't know who that is, but they're younger. Can't tell if these, I've got so many upside down. Hopefully this will be all right. It goes this way. Oh, it goes this way. All right. So that's what's going on with that. So, so you've got somebody. Now, the other cleaning house is somebody needs to maybe have more of an authoritative, because we're cleaning house. This is emotional, remember. This is something in your head. This is like a growing process. I need to get rid of this stuff. And we're going into the new full moon. So we're in the third quarter. We need to get rid of some things in order for the new, fresh things to start, whatever it is in your life. So planting that seed, getting rid of something. It's sort of like, okay, let's clean the soil so that I can get the weeds and everything gone in my life. And then, oh, I got nice fresh dirt. Let me plant. Maybe you want to take a trip next year. Maybe you want to get married next year. Maybe you want a new job next year. Or maybe it's next month or next week or whatever it is. Then you plant that in the ground and you cover it. Now you got to water it. Got to do that all before the full moon. And so then when the full moon comes in, it's like, oh, look at this little sprout. It's starting to come up. So whatever you plant right now is what's going to come through. So if you're going to plant, if you're going to clean those weeds and you've got a negative attitude, you got a bad attitude, you got, you know, life is crap, life is no good, life is too hard, why me, why this, and you're planting that seed, come the full moon, you're going to get that still. So you got to plant positive. Positive, productive, constructive, not destructive. All right. So whoever this is, we've got definitely an authoritative, wise person growing. They weren't there not too long ago, though, because they got along really, really well with this person. Whoever this little funny, creative, younger person was, they got along with them. But now that they're growing, they're getting tired of them. Okay, so we have the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. So this would make sense. And then we have the Four of Wands, which Wands is about celebration, and it's also about communication, which Mars is all about communication this time. This would make sense, because if we have the Nine of Pentacles upright, then that would mean there's a lot of luxury, a lot of wonderful things coming. There's a lot of things, but we're not. We're in a protective state right now. We're in a growing state right now. We have to make sure that everything in the ducks are in a row, and I've worked hard. So this is not quite here yet. It's not quite here yet. So we're not quite there. We're almost there. Okay, because it's a 9. We're almost at the completion. We're almost there. And then we get the completion. We do get there. So at some point after the full moon, after the new moon, it will come to fruition. We're just not quite there. So work on your heart, protect it, you know, getting rid of some of that old stuff, and so you can bring in the new. All right. Woo. Yeah, something is going to come to an end. It has to. This is something has to come to an end. This is because the new beginning is going to start. The new moon, the new things are going to be offered to you. Again, we need to change this Ace of Pentacles around, and those are going to be coming to you. So something has to end. Something has to go away for something new and fresh to start. So, all right. Sorry, I'm reading the question from Haley. I got some energies on that, Haley. Hang on a second. All right, so let's get going on this here. So what I'm hearing a lot is protect the heart, protect the heart, protect the heart. And I get that, so you can stop saying that now. I've told them enough times, I think. So here we go. So whatever is going to end for you, I don't know what that is. Oh, okay. Ooh, fly, fly, fly. So travel coming in. There is going to be some travel coming in. Either there's travel coming in. Okay, thank you. I've got a couple different scenarios happening. So something is ending so that you can actually start something new somewhere else. So I don't know who that's for. So something is ending at one location so that you can move on to another location, or one person to move to another person. So I don't know who that is for. Or somebody is running away from something. So sometimes we run away from something, and then we realize we made a mistake, and then we come back. Sometimes we don't. So somebody's running away from something. All right. So whatever that is in somebody's heart, running away, thank you. Running away doesn't solve it. Running away does not solve it, doesn't correct it. I swear I saw a card. I'm starting to see things. Literally, I've been seeing things lately. I'm like, okay. The shadow that I saw the other day, I thought, that's interesting. Very interesting. I have audio abilities. I have all kinds of other abilities. I don't have sight, but I think I'm getting sight. I don't, that or I'm going crazy. Okay, I guess not. I swear I saw a card flip. Didn't you see a card flip? I swear I saw a card flip. Maybe not. Okay. Again, I'm seeing things. All right. So running away doesn't help the situation, doesn't even, it leaves people hanging. It leaves no closure. It's an immature heart. It's not one, or it's one that has been so traumatized they don't know how to address it. Sometimes it is a way of coping. It's just, I can't cope. It's the wrong way of doing it, but, and it's it's a protective thing of the heart. They're protecting their heart. They just don't know how to cope with it or how to deal with it. So they'll go away. And as men and women, we sometimes have to allow them to go away. Maybe Haley, if you're still there, this might be in relation to you. We have to let them go away because they need to process, and then when they come back, they will be a different person, or their processing is different, because sometimes we have to process in a quiet place, be alone, no distractions, no people, no anything else, so that you can get a clear thought for yourself. Sometimes that's the way that happens as well. Okay, so we have a wish card, which is the Nine of Cups, which is about heart. So whatever your desires are, whatever you're hoping for, whatever your dreams are, this is a time that, you're wishing and it's hoping to come to fruition. That is happening. And that, again, we have to protect our heart, because if those kind of things are coming up, we have to make sure they're the right things and in truth. And that's another thing about the Mars retrograde, is we got to be looking at the truth. So if you listen tomorrow, you'll hear, if you come on tomorrow and listen to the mid-Mars retrograde, then you'll be able to see what I'm talking about. But we have the 10 of Cups in reverse. So we actually have the 9 and 10 side by side, which is very interesting. But now, even though the Nine of Cups is a wish card, something's stopping it. Something's stopping from all that beautiful joy and happiness and everything to come in. Something is stopping it. And that could be you. It could be you or somebody that you know not wanting you to have it. So think about that for yourself. Is this you stopping your own? Are you the one that's sabotaging? Are you the one that needs to work on yourself? And then is it you that's stopping the blessing or the harvest or whatever? Or is it somebody else that needs to be thinking about themselves and working on themselves? You know? And then Haley, and if you're, I don't know if you're still there or not, but if you are, it could be that that person needs to go ahead and go away. They don't know how to deal with it and clean their house and then come back. All right. But I'm going to say that most of the time when people go away, you shouldn't want them back. If they're going to leave and they can't process and figure things out or ask for their own space and let me figure things out, I personally would not take somebody back. Yeah. All right. Let's see if there's anything else. Divine, is there any other energies? Anything going on here for Pisces? I understand that they need to be working on themselves. This is a person. This isn't a physical being. There is also somebody that is trying to protect their heart. There is a situation where somebody is too young and immature for somebody, and the other person is getting bored. Yeah. Wisdom. Seek wisdom is what they're saying. We have the double emperor. Wisdom, authority, honor. There might be somebody of a mentor kind of person coming in to help make things right. Somebody that has knowledge and wisdom in life coming through that may have, could be a mentor, teacher, could be somebody, I don't know if it'll be spiritual. It would be nice because let me tell you, to make decisions spiritually is where you should be making your decisions. And Haley, if you're there, I'm just told that have you look. They're saying to look in your spirit, look into your intuition, what your intuition is telling you. In that sense. All right. All right. Pisces, is there any other energies for Pisces, please? Somebody needs to look into their wisdom. Protective. Thank you. So this person or whatever wisdom or whoever might be coming into is there to help you protect your heart. So please listen to them, whoever they might be. They're there to help protect you. Like a father figure. Thank you. They're saying like a father figure. They're there to protect you. And to listen to them. You know, sometimes we listen to people about our relationships. We ask the question, do we really want the advice? A lot of the times, no. We really don't want the advice. But when we ask the question, it's like, okay, now you're asking somebody who's elder. They're going to give you the advice. And then you're like, well, I don't want to do that. But in reality, they're right. That's what this person is. They're telling you, don't do that. That's not, you know, or you should really go your separate ways or whatever they're telling you. Then you should really pay attention to it. Don't poo-poo it. They're trying to help protect you. Okay? Again, something is going to end. I'm not sure what that is for you. Running away from it is not going to help. You need to stand up because you've worked really, really hard. You've really worked hard. It's an asset. It's something that you've really worked hard at that, you know, now it's time to reap the rewards. And it's there. The rewards are there. The coming together is there. All right. All right. A lot of little scenarios going on in this one. A lot of little scenarios. Divine, is there anything else? Is there anyone else that you want to come through? Did I miss anything? Is there anything that you wanted me to share? Is there anything, vibrations and energies, any sounds, anything like that? Okay. So they're asking me to pick an oracle. I don't know why. And so if this is a time, if you're, Haley, if you're still there, let me know that you're there. Otherwise, this is a good time to ask a question. And also a good time to subscribe. You hit the bell, and then you'll know that I'm on live. Like, again, I'm just saying that I will be here doing a live tomorrow on the Mars retrograde and the new moon. So make sure you subscribe, share, like, tell a friend, have them come along. Okay, so it looks like we are a magical map shifter. So that is our final energy. I'm going to read that to you just because I want to make sure that I'm getting this right. It's been a while since I've seen that one. That one was popping up there for quite a while. So it's in the upright position. So this is your final energy for today. When the magical map shifter card arrives, it comes with a mission to make you aware of people who come into your life to impact your personal growth. Perhaps you may meet a soulmate whose presence invites you to be the best you that you can be, or someone who leads you out of a difficulty and into a place of safety and success. Pay attention to those individuals who cross your path today and cause you to reflect on your journey. Be awake and be aware, and you'll recognize them of the important change agents they are. Your whole perspective about who you are and why you're here will shift. The magical map shifter always initiates you into a better version of you, which completely makes sense. Remember, I'm talking about growing in levels and things like that. Don't run away. Stand up for what you believe in. Make sure whatever you wish for, or whatever you hope for, or dream for, or strive for, that it is something that is of wisdom and of intuition, because that's where spirit is. I would say wisdom and intuition and truth, love and truth. That's where the divine is. Everything else is earthly. So that's where I would say where that is. So, and again, Haley, are you there? Otherwise, I'm going to end this for you. So don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and bring somebody along. And all right. So it looks like Haley took off. So I will talk to you on the 21st, unless you're here tomorrow for the new moon and the Mars retrograde mid-month. All right, take care, and we'll see you soon.